What's up guys, episode 47 and welcome to Watch for the Plot. Subscribe for more content coming your way. They're reviewing a show called Shihai No Kyoudan. It's a 2020 animation made by Poro, the same people who made White Blue, which I don't know if I'm uploading that before or after this, but that's the show. And if you don't know what White Blue is, essentially it's like NTR violation type beat, right? Now, it starts off with our main character, the one, the only delinquent, Sakashido. Now, why is Sakashido delinquent? Well, trouble past, descent a third, but why is he our main character? Well, it's mainly because the teacher of the first episode called Kotami, she saw an incident that involved the student body council president for the academy she attends and is employed by called Fujiyangi Academy. Now, when she reported this to her higher officials, they're like, well, we can't really tell everyone that our student council body president was caught, in the middle of a fight or walking by one. So let's go ahead and frame this motherfucker. Who's this guy? This little hentai main character. Yeah, let's frame him. And then they frame our main character, and now he is confronting Kotami and is basically like, yo, this shit sucks, man. And Kotami's like, I'll do anything to relieve your stress. And then, he obviously requests fellatio. At that point, the blackmail cycle continues because all he had to do is take a picture of her doing that. And then now he can say, I have this evidence. You have to do whatever I say. I'm going to turn it in. And then when she falls through for that one, he takes another, it's just like perpetual cyclical cycle of just never getting out of it. And the further she goes deeper into it, the worse it gets for her, because all anyone on the outside is going to say is, why didn't you say anything about it before it got out of hand? You know what I mean? And so that basically spiraled all the way to the end of the episode. So this is just like the first episode on Night Shift Nurses, where Ryuji was treating Ren as basically his side pet essentially. And he made her go do assignments so she can stay warmed up whenever he's ready to just come to go. Like the one Future song, When I Get Home, You Better Be Naked. That perfectly encapsulate what I'm trying to describe here. And we go on to the next episode, because these are very fast-paced, very straightforward. Only one plot line going through it is blackmail, 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 and blackmail. So episode 2 starts with like a very domineering teacher who doesn't have a name, blonde, domineering, Tsunade-esque teacher. And whenever she heard about Sakashido and his problems, when he came back from being suspended, she didn't really care about it. What the fuck, she look like delinquent ass motherfucker. And he was in the back of class looking at what he's doing in the previous episode, because it does, contingency is a thing that matters in these type of shows. And when she caught him looking at these images, she was like, punishment time now. And when she locks him in the room by herself, she just tased the fuck out of him. That's like crazy Jitaku Kaiben vibes, bro. Holy fuck, taser, brought the taser back, bro. Jesus Christ. Sakashido, him being a nifty, swifty bastard, he was recording the entire meeting because he was suspecting something suspicious to happen. And he's like, hey, Tsunade, I have this evidence here. Are you sure you wanted to walk away and keep punishing me like this? Look at this. I am on the ground with a taser in your hand. Look. And then he proceeds to blackmail her, and at that point he has her in the loop, and now he's constantly doing things to her. And at one point she tries to snitch and be like, hey, can you punish this guy a little bit more? Yeah, he's looking and acting suspicious. And honestly, his haircut, see his haircut? His haircut's kind of weird, dude. And then right when Sakashido's about to walk away from that moment, he decides to capitalize on that and says, hey, principal, can I talk to you for a second? He had his phone out. Bro, listen. I can't tell if it's either lucky breaks or like they're really crafty and smart. That was perfect. Like while she was trying to snitch on him, he stopped that in the middle. Anyway, so after that, it continues to do that, and that's the end of episode 2. Episode 3 is, well, it's a bit weird, right? Because you have like a really innocent person who's a teacher named Risako, purple hair, and it's like her first day or week on the job. Students are coming up to her like, oh my god, blah, asking all these questions, and you got Sakashido in the background like plotting and shit. He pulls up and says, hey, I need some one-on-one tutoring. And he thinks back, he's like, nah, she ain't gonna fall for that. That's fucking dumb. Why the hell would I request one-on-one tutoring? Doesn't even make any sense. And then she pulls up, and then she obviously falls through with it. And since, like I said before, she's innocent, she didn't even know like any sexual acts whatsoever, and he just proceeded to go with it. And blackmail cycle locked in. Here we go again, round 3. And at this time though, Risako confronted Kotomi about what happened to her, And Katomi just gave her the rundown, like, yeah, so this is what blowjob is, this is what a tip job is, this is what the entire rundown, because she didn't know any of this, even though she's like a 25-year-old teacher. I guess that's the thing. He had Katomi assigned to just masturbate for about like once a day. She'd be doing like 5 times a day, that type of shit. So I guess she's excellent at her craft. Jesus Christ. And that's the end of the series up to date of Shihai No Kyoudan. Now, there is another episode, and probably be like a couple more, since this entire genre of like violation, rape, this, and the third is very, very lucrative business, because it's like one of the most popular tags on the site. And the next one is about a nurse or a doctor or whatever. From what I've seen with the previews, it's more of the same with a doctor cosplay on top of it. So like I can safely conclude from here, watching those 3 episodes, that this is definitely one of those where you reason to watch it other than like the right. There's no other reason. Literally, that's the only reason why you'd watch this. Like, it's not even a new plot to begin with. Like, there's like a small portion of plot, but the only small portion of plot there is like the little like 2-minute text paragraph essay to make you read to understand some of the context of what's like how the characters interact with one another. And like, I didn't even find out about like the suspension framing on the boy being wrongfully done if I never read the 40 paragraph text blocks that make you read at the beginning, just like Geto Gakuin. Now, I think Geto Gakuin is different because Geto Gakuin is like a 50-minute, 6-episode series. This shit is just like 20, 30 minutes max per episode, and it's like 20 minutes of just straight sex. Like, it's like, is that even necessary at that point? Like, why even do that? Just do a flashback shit. Do what they did in Sakashido and just like wrap it all up in like 2 seconds. Just summarize. That's it. Like a picture with some like effects and shit. I don't know though. Like, I hate reading. Okay, and that just triggered me. All right, guys. I don't have an outro, but if I did, it wouldn't matter because no, it makes part of the video. Good night.